Hey everyone. It's been a while. Haven't really had a unboxing video in a while just because I haven't gotten one in a while. Um, so I want to get this out of the way because it was one thing that kind of bothered me. To FedEx, to Canada Post, UPS, all you delivery people. When you deliver a package, remember to knock on the door or ring the doorbell. The the package I got that was technically supposed to arrive on Sunday, but then arrived on Monday, I never got a no one, like, knocked on the doors to give me a, "Hey, like, your package is here," or ring the doorbell, like, "Hey, your package is here." So anyways, I just wanted to put that out there just because it bothers me when these things happen. So, anyways, don't forget to subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and don't forget to go to wrestlingisforever.com. Both username for my Instagram and the website is in the description down below. So, let's start off with the box, which I think is it's good. Like, to be honest, this does not need to be, uh, super flashy and doesn't really need a ton of stuff because if you, have the, VHS copy of this movie or even the DVD or Blu-ray or whatever, or 4K or whatever, it's pretty much like this. So it makes a lot of sense to not have like a whole bunch of pictures of Batman or Joker or whatever, you know? So just make that a little bit easier. Kind of cool. And then it kind of looks like the Batcave. It's kind of cool. And then the other side, which is pretty much the same as that side. And then as you can see, it says Batman. My only gripe right here is that I feel like this should be in yellow, but that's just me. So one thing I normally do before I start filming is cutting these little plastic things off. Not plastic, tape things off, just to make things easier when I start it. And to be honest, I was somewhat distracted because I was listening to a podcast. So, anyways, hi to the one person. Let's. And this is not the deluxe version. This is just the regular version. I didn't want to get the deluxe version just because I don't have the room for it. So, unbox that one person. So this is what he looks like in the box, and all the accessories that go along with it. And has that funky smell. Okay. Now, to be fair, I'm gonna have to look at the I guess I'm gonna have to use my scissors for this stuff. Okay. So the one thing right off the bat that I wish they didn't add to this figure, or as an accessory to this figure, just by looking at the accessories that I have right here, is this shoe. I get it, but unless you bought the deluxe version, it doesn't really make any sense. And also, unless you have Vicky Vale, doesn't really make any sense to have it in this for this figure whatsoever. So you got the batarang that can that shoots out of the gun. Um, I'm not really sure what these two things are. Um, I think this is part of uh, this thing right here, which is the shooter thing. Um, these are like batarangs in motion, I think, or some type of thing in motion. Uh, Not really sure what this is. This is the gun for shooting. I think this is the radio thing for the what's it called, for the Batmobile, and the different hands right here. Obviously, the shoe that doesn't make any sense. And I think this is for changing uh, the um, the eyes. So if you want to move them to the right or left or up or down, then you can do that also, I believe. So I'm gonna just show you the other side so you can see a better view of what the hands look like right there. By the way, if you haven't seen this movie, Batman, for the 1989 Batman movie, then you are missing out because it is really good, like 100% really good. Okay, this is kind of weird. And the reason why I say this is because normally when I get these, they're somewhat taped, so it's harder to get at. So, not that I'm complaining because this is a lot better, but I'm just pointing it out because if you go back to past what's it called, past videos, you'll notice that. Now, um, okay, so some of these figures, when it comes to like having a cape, have like this little wire thing that so you can have it a certain way. So you can tell, like, hopefully you can see this right here, all the way down to this right here, not the bottom part, not this part right here, but the side right here and the side right here. You can actually, uh, there's a little wire, so you can bend it to the way you want it, so that if you want it a certain way, then you can. Um, Anyways, I'm gonna zoom in on the face so you can see the Michael Keaton Batman uh, face. So hopefully, trying to get there you go. That's better. So yeah. So these eyes right here can be changed to look either left, right, up, or down. So you got that. Um, you got the bat belt. Um, and you can kind of just look at the back. Now, I will say the one disappointment in this figure is that there isn't a face sculpt for this figure. And what I mean by that is this is the mask version. They're in the Batman Returns version of this figure that I don't think has come out yet, but will be coming out at some point. If you buy deluxe version, you can get a Michael Keaton face sculpt, and so you could see his whole head. And that's the only, I would say that's the only disappointment for this figure. So I'm gonna put this down right here for now, and let's go through the rest of what you get for this figure. So you got the Batman stand, and and it says Batman on there. There you go. I don't know how if you've watched my unboxing videos before, you'll know that I'm not a big fan of this type of stand, so I'm probably not going to be using it, or most likely not going to be using it. Sorry, I'm just trying to get one thing. So these are the wrist pegs for like this part, and that is just in case if it breaks, you can take it out and then put in a new one. So um, I'm trying to remember what this is right here. I know it's gonna go on his arm because this is no way gonna fit on his waist. And I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be um, that thing in the scene where Joker is or has Vicky Vale, and then Batman comes in. This goes one way, that goes the other way, and then they go out. So I think that's what this is. And yeah, it does. Oh, okay. So you can technically move this. So you can move this like this. I'm not going to try any farther than that because I don't want to wreck it because it seems kind of fragile in a way, even though it does seem like it has some type of spring to go along with it. So there we go. Um, so like the Captain America one, if I can get this out and actually show you, you got the battle damaged Michael Keaton mouth with it slightly open. Sorry, there you go. And then the and this is the version I always hate when they put it with figures when it comes to the bottom half. It I just don't like this version. I think it's dumb. It just doesn't look good, to be honest. So that probably be like my two things that I dislike. Oh, sorry, three things that I don't like about this figure. And oh yeah, to be honest, I forget what these are for. Or and I have to look at the manual for that. But so yeah, actually four things. But anyways, so yeah, that is my unboxing for the 1989 Batman figure. Uh, like I'll end pretty much every Wednesday scale figure unboxing video as of recently. Is this figure worth it? That is the question. My opinion is if you're a fan of the Michael Keaton Batman, whether it's the 1989 version or the Batman Returns one, then and also if you can afford it, these figures aren't cheap. They're not your Dollarama or sorry, not Dollarama, Toys R Us type figures. These are high quality figures that will last years. So if you take care of them correctly, beware with figures with this type of material. Um, make sure that the armpits of these figures aren't touching each other. So make sure that they're slightly apart and do not leave the figure in a certain pose for a long period of time. So now, when I say a certain uh, type of pose, I mean like having this leg out and having it like in an uh, and bending it or something like that, or having this arm forward and bending it or whatever, stuff like that. Like moving, you can't really move the head, by the way. You can, but yeah, you get my point. Uh, I would say at most, if you're gonna take pictures with it in a certain pose, that's fine. But once you're done taking the pictures with the figure, put it back into this type of stance because then it's less likely to be damaged. And that's just my opinion. If you don't want to listen to me, that's fine. To be honest, I'm not an expert, but the videos I've seen that tell you to take care of your figures tell you that it's better to have them in a like that type of pose than have them in a bent arm type of motion or getting ready to punch type of thing. So that's my opinion. Um, so yeah, like I said, if you're a fan of this figure or Michael Keaton's Batman, 100% get it. Um, the deluxe version comes with um, a gargoyle, so you can use that also, but that's a little bit more expensive. So, like I said, it really just depends on how much you're willing to spend and if you can actually afford it. Now, I got from this figure from Sideshow Collectibles, so they, for the most part, do what's it called payment plans. So if you can't afford it, um, like all in one sum, then you can do a payment plan. Now, I don't know how many per month you can do, but anyways, I think I've kind of bored the people that I actually watch this video. So if you want to, if you haven't been here from the beginning and you want to see all the other stuff that I've actually talked about, you can go back to beginning. If not, this video will be available tomorrow at 10 a.m. So that's September 24th at 10 a.m. My time, which is Toronto, Canada time. I don't know what it is your time. You're gonna have to Google that yourself. So whenever you watch this, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and see you all next time. Bye bye.